Hey guys, Denver James here, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Llamas Unleashed card game. I'm going to be breaking down how it works, what's great about it, what's not so great about it, and my overall thoughts on the game. Let's talk about how the game works. The object of the game is to be the first person to collect 7 animal cards in your field, destroying other people's cards along the way. To start, shuffle the blue-backed cards and deal 5 cards to each player. Put the remaining cards in the center of the table for a draw pile. Next, each player must choose a baby animal and place it in their field. To create a field, simply place your baby animal face up in front of you, leaving room for future animals. Put the remaining baby animal cards in the center of the table. This stack is known as the nursery. Now you're ready to start the game. Your turn starts by triggering any applicable effects that the cards in your field might have. The card will indicate if it should be played at the beginning of your turn. After this, draw a card from the deck and add it to your hand. Next, take one and only one of the following actions. You can play either an animal, magic, downgrade, or upgrade card from your hand, or you can draw a new card from the deck. When you're ready to end your turn, discard as many cards as you need to until you have 7 cards left, which is the card limit. Let's talk about the different types of cards included in this game. The animal cards. An animal card stays in the hand of the player until it's either played, sacrificed, or destroyed. And remember, the first person to collect 7 of these cards in their field wins the game. The 3 types of animal cards included in this game are the baby animals, the basic animals, and the magical animals, the latter cards possessing effects that can give you an edge in the battle. The magic cards. These cards have a one and done magical effect. Once you've played it, you must discard it right away. The downgrade cards. These cards can be added to another player's field, which will trigger a negative effect against that player. While you can also add these cards to your own field, it's highly discouraged. The downgrade card must stay attached to that player's field unless it's either sacrificed or destroyed. The upgrade cards. As opposed to the downgrade cards, these cards can attribute a positive effect to the field that they're attached to. The upgrade card must also stay attached to that player's field unless otherwise sacrificed or destroyed. The instinct cards. These cards can be used to stop a player from playing a card from their hand. However, these cards cannot prevent an effect from being used in someone's field. Unlike the other cards, these cards can be played at any time, regardless of whether or not it's your turn. Let's talk about the herd bonus included in this game. There are 4 variations of each subtype of animal card: the llama cards, the alpaca cards, the goat cards, and the ram cards. If you have 3 or more animal cards of the same variation in your field at the start of your turn, you unlock that animal's herd bonus effect. You can find the herd bonus effect listed on the back of each reference card. It's also worth mentioning that the card effects do not negate herd bonus effects unless it's stated otherwise. The game ends when one player is the first to fill their field with 7 animal cards. Let's talk about what's great about this game. With a concept built around growing your field of crazy animals while you decimate everyone else's, Llamas Unleashed fits snugly in the genre of cutthroat card games. Few games can make you feel personally attacked, but Llamas ensures that you'll unleash your own rage at the sight of having your own field pillaged. Add to this the satisfaction of wreaking havoc and terror on another player's field, and you've got a game that ratchets up the competition in a way that few games do. Another thing that I love about this game is the overall design. The lovingly rendered illustrations have reached peak form here, while the emphasis on all things llamas is a win for any animal lover. Few games master the art of balancing engaging gameplay with fantastic visuals, but this game makes it look like a trot in the field. It's for reasons like this that Llamas becomes an easy contender for game nights. Let's talk about what's not so great about this game. While I'd be hard-pressed to offer up any sincere critique of the game itself, there's one point that must be made, and it's the fact that Llamas Unleashed is nearly a carbon copy of Unstable Unicorns. The main difference between these two games is the art design and the herd bonus. The theme of this version is obviously all things llamas, while the herd bonus provides you another chance to rack up some extra effects. While I'm by all means a fan of these fun additions, Llamas does very little to set itself apart from its unicorn counterpart. However, I just so happen to be a huge fan of all things llamas, so I'm gonna let this one slide. All in all, Llamas Unleashed is a stellar way to kick up the tension during your game nights. The gameplay ensures that you'll keep your eye on the field at all times, while the sight of these hyper-aggressive animals will keep you glued to your cards. While most games might seek to keep the peace between players, Llamas is determined to bring out your inner animal. If you're questioning whether or not to add this 4-legged terror to your game field, my advice would be to grab the lasso. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you around.